Alright, here is the last part of my rules to writing fan fiction, and this covers the last three of my rules. The first one is pretty much should be a given. Inspiration is everywhere. That's rule 9. Inspiration is everywhere. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I may have been playing a game and, hey, this is a good setting for something, or I've experienced something in life and like, damn, this would make a good story point. The sources of inspiration are everywhere. It could be dreams, it could be something you see in passing, it could be just a snippet of a conversation you've heard somewhere. You may not even remember the details of the conversation, but you know the relationship between the two people having the conversation. Inspiration is everywhere. It's no joke. The next one I could go a good deal on here, and that's never forget the importance of pen and paper. We take these things for granted nowadays with the advent of computers, and I am thankful for computers because, God's honest truth, my handwriting is atrocious. I have probably earned a degree in writing in advanced hieroglyphs. I never learned how to read the advanced hieroglyphs, but I've learned how to write them. All my teachers got the degrees in reading advanced hieroglyphs. So, enjoy the importance of pen and paper. I type everything up, and when I'm done typing, I print it out and I proofread it by hand. I mean, spell checkers are great. They do amazing work. But when the name of a character is not a given word in the English language, or not even officially an English language word, you literally have to go in there and change it all the time. Until the computer realizes, this guy's just going to keep misspelling this word, so I'm not going to bother correcting it. And I cannot overemphasize the fact that there, T-H-E-R-E, there, T-H-E-I-R, and there, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, are all valid words, and while the last one is hardly mistaken, there will be tons of times when we put the wrong word in. Lead, lead, all words, all valid spellings, and you could mistype any one and put it in the wrong place. This is where literally printing it out and reading it on paper is a boon, and we all get tired of looking at the screen. We may not think so, but we do. I mean, I myself, when I'm home alone, when I'm working on stuff or something, I very rarely have the TV on. I may have something audio in the background, but I don't even stare at the screen. When I'm proofreading, I may have music playing, but I try and avoid stuff like audiobooks. It's just pen and paper, your best bet for this stuff, for proofreading and that. You catch mistakes you overlook. And sometimes when you're reading it off paper, you read it aloud and like, wait a minute, that don't make sense. It made sense when I typed it down, but don't make sense now. You pen and paper. I even use it for when I'm plotting out my stories. Some are in little notebooks, some are on index cards. Pen and paper, very important. You can have ideas, and you could be at work, or you could be sitting in the park, and I'm like, ooh, this is a good story idea. Oh shoot, I have nothing to put it on. I can't type it down. A pen, a little notebook. Oh, there we go. Jot it down. The beauty of pen and paper. My last bit of advice. to any writer of anything in any genre. Rule 11. Realize when you are pushing the envelope too much. You can, if you find that you are putting in a scene that takes it out of a genre, changes your general reading audience, or in a situation that the character, even in an abnormal situation, would not be in, you have pushed it too far. I mean, seriously. We take, for example, Harry Dresden. He is a gentleman. He will treat any woman with respect because this is how he is raised. This is how he feels. So for him to, quote, open the door for a woman who he has all the respect for, or doesn't even know, and then, just on a whim, kick her through the door, that's out of character. That doesn't even make sense. It's not in his character. It pushes the envelope too far. He would need and there's no reason for doing it? If you are writing about a bunch of characters who are teenagers, who are normally conservative characters, and all of a sudden they have lost all control and decide it's time to take their relationship to the, oh, let's just use the old cliche, they're going for a home run. Gee, if they haven't even looked at each other, out of character. You've pushed the envelope too far. If you've written something and your characters are pretty much in a lack of clothing since the first sentence of the first paragraph, and you are writing a 20-page epic, you've pushed it too far. There are genres specifically designed for a whole bunch of these scenarios. And with any other work, they have a place. You just have to find the right way to get these out. If you push the envelope too far in the wrong place, you write crap. You write horrible stuff. And that pretty much covers, this last part covers my 11 rules for writing fan fiction. I will not lie. There is probably more I could come up with. And I could also go into a great deal of inspirational sources, items that have earned fandom, things that have led to works. And you'd be surprised. So, I hope that anyone who has listened to all three of these videos, or listened to me rant while playing these videos on YouTube, takes some key information from them and uses it to better their skills at writing. And if you wonder about some of the things that are my inspiration and my sources, eventually I'll just put more stuff up, and who knows. Maybe the writer, maybe those who are looking for help will come to these for help. That's part of why I do it. I will not lie. There are some writers out there who will see a budding writer and tell them, give up. That happened to me. I was determined to prove them wrong. So I always try to offer helpful advice, and will try and direct an author of any fan fiction where to go for the best results in any fic. I know that my interests will not always go with others' interests, but the least I can do is offer help. Thank you, and again, if you've liked these rules and all that, feel free to subscribe. I'll try and put more stuff out there.